this city we do it on our necks. Yeah, that's just a whistling upon your neck. $40 sparkle in my mouth. Feels like hunger and it tastes like salt. Feels like hunger and it tastes like salt. So tell me out and tell me into you. You my brain and my body too. Balance my chemistry. How to eat these arrows twist up.
I was watching your Wash It Away performance from Jam in the Van when I prepared. You keep repeating "stay humble." When you do it, do you sing it to the people listening or do you sing it to yourself, these words?
Well, I mean, when I wrote it, it was to myself. There's many aspects of yourself that are hard to understand. Ego is one of them, you know. It's easy to be caught up in anything that you can imagine about your identity and how you view yourself and how you view the world viewing you. And so I think the word humble and what it means is a pretty large, vague umbrella. It's a daily practice of understanding where your edge is and how you are developing your own interaction with yourself and with the world. And I think that everyone has to acknowledge that at a certain point in their life. I guess my thing is when I look people in the eyes and I'm singing, there's like a telepathic sort of psychedelic thing that's going on, which is my favorite. You know, some artists, you get to watch them do their thing. You go see their show. There's no interaction. You know, it's like Jack White. You go see Jack White play, and Jack White's doing his thing. You know, and you're privileged to watch him do his thing with his band. And if he talks on stage, it's like you better fucking listen, cause you know what I mean. But for me, it's the opposite, where like I feed off of the interaction. You know, of being able to like hang out and play some songs and like storytell and have that kind of connection. Recently, I was asked where it is that I actually have time to process life, and my first gut answer was like, I guess I process it on stage. And so it's a weird thing, you know. I don't know if it's entirely healthy. You have to have more than one way, you know. And so. Yeah, but music is life. It's in everything, and it's my purpose here to share that with the world and let it come through me and surrender to that.
That was so beautiful. Some key experiences that made you who you are.
Well, I was 18 years old, and I was working in Alaska, and I'd just gotten up there, probably the first week I was there, and this guy hands me a bag of mushrooms, right? Mm-hmm. I'd never eaten mushrooms before in my life, and he's like, "Here you go, you should try these out." And I was like, oh, cool, man. What do you do with geese, huh? And I was like, how many do I eat? And he's like, the whole bag. And I was like, oh, cool.
Oh.
And then I like got on this bicycle and I was like, and I rode into the national forest. And then I ran into a moose. And well, I ran into an old lady first. I didn't actually run into her, but I got off my bike and she was like, excuse me, do moose attack? And I remember this guy in the bus on the way up to the place in Alaska saying, like, be careful of the moose. They're more dangerous than bears. So I looked at her and I was like, yeah, they're dangerous. Where is it? I was like, where is it? And she's like, it's up there. And so I had a disposable camera. And I was like, I'm gonna get a picture for my mom. I have to. So I'm like walking up the hill like, where's that moose? And then I saw her and she saw me and she's like, fuck you, I'm coming for you. And she starts running downhill at me. And I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful. And there's like these little spruce trees and cedars that are like this wide, you know, there's nothing to hide behind. And so I crank the camera, crank, snap. I'm like, wow, oh shit. It is fully coming full speed down this hill at me. And I'm like, I got my bike and there's this old lady here. And I'm just like, do I like stand in front of her, protect her? Nah, fuck that, bail. I'm like backpedaling, there's nowhere to hide. I'm like, I don't know. I'm seeing my whole life flash before my eyes. I'm like, it's over. And then the moose just does the whole snowboard turn. It's like, and then the dust and a little pee came down my leg. And she walked away. She's like, and I was like literally shaking, you know. I thought that was it. I was like, I'm done. So there's a little piece about me.
Thanks.
Peed my pants when I was 18 and almost got ran over by this moose.
Yeah, the day you were born, you came out perfect, never meant to be torn in silence. Never been so loud in the violence, never been so proud of the people. When we're fighting for a change, are afraid to lose it all despite all the rage. We are animals, and we cannot be caged. Provoke us to fight, so we burn a little sage and write poetry. Wiser than the enemy will ever be. The minority and authority. Are you here to protect or arrest me? I can't tolerate the hate and I'm losing sleep. Can't breathe cause the choking at the war in me. Immorality, yeah. Love letters today. On the mysteries them if I get lost in the stars. Stars in the stars. So many parts to a heavy heart. If there's no beginning, then where would you start?